Hey there. Offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Question: why did you decide to run for House?
Not the first time I've been asked that, but a good question. Why did I decide to run for the House? A long time ago, like many of us in Powesheik County, I took a Powesheik leadership program. We had a chance to be at Des Moines at the Capitol, and I really enjoyed thinking about both sides of an issue. That's really where it started. We were talking about a gas tax for electrical vehicles, and really wanted to think of it on both sides of the aisle, and really come to a compromise and come to the middle. So after I had a little taste of that, I was kind of excited, but there's a lot more than just, that sounds like a great opportunity to give back to the state. What do I do? Met with some people in the county. How do we do this? And then it was actually the current minority leader of the House, Jennifer Confirst, who's the one who had several conversations with me and really encouraged me to run, but to run twice. So ran in 2020 and then running again today, this year. And then the other thing was definitely chaired a lot of school bond issues over the past, because I really believe in public schools. And I really didn't feel like they were structured fairly for our rural school districts, so wanted to be a voice, especially if someone's really seen from the other side of that, of how unfair it is to especially our farmers when we talk about new facilities for our schools.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Pollyeyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, ASI Signs, Medicap Pharmacy, Sarah Smith, The House, The Dairy Barn. Also, I'd like to talk about tonight down the bottom right-hand corner, our business sponsors. So a good shout out to ASI Signs, Turnkey Realty, Mayflower Community Homes, Kurt's Collision Center, Pollyeyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, The Dairy Barn, Medicap Pharmacy, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Grinnell Firestone. And also, I got to give a shout out to Kurt's Collision Center as our scoreboard sponsor for the season. So thank you, Greg Heinzelman, for that. Turn to the ball game over tonight. Chris Juni has the call. Blake Walker will be the color man. Gentlemen, we got a ball game tonight.
Yes, we do, Dan. Thank you very much, and good evening, and welcome, everybody, to Grinnell Tiger Football on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. I'm Chris Juni alongside Blake Walker. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night, and what a weather forecast we have. What an absolute beautiful evening for high school football. Looking at the flags over on the far side on the Tiger sideline, they are basically hanging limp. No breeze. Temperatures of 75 right now, heading down for a low around 70 or 69. Going to be absolutely gorgeous for high school football as these two teams score off again. And Blake Walker, as we know, one thing jumps out right away, Grinnell and Benton. Although not the rivalry of, say, Grinnell Pella, Grinnell South Tama, they've had some good battles over the years, including last year when the Tigers went up to Benton and gave the Benton Bobcats their only regular season loss on the season.
Yeah, it was a 37-34 defeat. Grinnell was able to beat Benton in overtime as Grinnell takes the field there. It was a great game. We saw a lot of running. Former Grinnell alumni Cole Johnson ran for 200 yards exactly on 40 carries. Obviously, Book was a really good, talented quarterback for Benton. The thing I'm most interested tonight about, Chris, is these two teams lost a lot of firepower from last season. A lot was left off the table. Benton only loss was to Grinnell last year in the regular season, fell to Independence. Grinnell lost to a couple teams, fell to West Delaware in the first round of the playoffs. But how do these teams replace what they had? That's the biggest question, I think, on everyone's team or everyone's mind tonight. And Grinnell is so young.
They are, Blake, and one thing, as most coaches will tell you, you can have all the practices you want. We had a scrimmage last week. We, being Grinnell, had a scrimmage last week. I'm sure Benton's had those too as well. But you never know what you're going to get until they line up under the big field and the lights with the referees and the fans in the stands. And so looking forward to seeing what happens here as the captains are now meeting out at center field, which is baseball, actually in the center of the field is what I wanted to say. Switching over to fall sports here. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night. I'm waiting to see what the coin toss is. Benton, and of course, you can see the all-white uniforms with the blue helmets, blue lettering, and Grinnell in the black with the orange numbers. And it looks like Benton won the toss. They deferred, so I believe Tigers are going to get the ball. And we are just about set here for football.
Want to give a huge shout out, Chris, to the turf workers that have put in all this work. Obviously, we got a new turf here on TT Cranny. The first ever time TT Cranny has ever been a turf field. Gone are the days of the grass. They completely flattened this thing out. It's all nice and orange and green, or orange, green, black. You got Tigers on the left side of the field. You got Grinnell on the right side of the field. You got a nice Tiger logo right in the middle. And it's also soccer. They put the soccer lines on it. Interesting challenge. This team came out, or Grinnell came out 4 hours before the kickoff today and was on the field testing their launches and whatnot.
and a lot of them just got a nice kick out of it. Granted, they've played on turf before, and this should be a fun one. Benton and Grinnell, always a tough game these two teams playing. We get to see a lot tonight, Chris. Going to be a fun one.
It will be, and again, great weather for you tonight. Glad to have you with us here on this Friday night. Nathan Rotman set to kick off now for the Bobcats. Back deep for the Tigers. Looks like Brady Kaufman on one side. I can't catch him on the other side. Looks like Cole Blackford perhaps on the far side. We're just moments away from football, and so glad to have you with us here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, part of YouTube. We will be doing all the Tiger home football games this year on Friday nights. Just about set here to go. Pretty good crowd, as you can see on the far side for the Tigers, and Benton travels well. This side of the bleachers is pretty well full as well. And here we go. Rotman gets a signal, and here we go. And high school football is underway here at TT Cranny. Goes back at the goal line, taken by Blackford. Out across the 20 to 30, skips ahead of a tackle, gets out right around the 30-yard line. Good field position, good start for Grinnell.
Nice little return right there on that right side. Blackford's going to be tough. We get to see this offense, Chris. They're led out by starting freshman quarterback Brady Kaufman. You and I were talking about it in the pregame. I don't know the last time Grinnell started a true freshman at quarterback.
Brendan Hain made the tackle, among others, for the Bobcats. So Tigers have 1st and 10. Looks like the ball spotted out there about their 23-yard line. Brady Kaufman under center. One back to his left. Turns, gives the ball off to the back through. Over the right side, pretty much met at the line. Did plow forward for a couple yards. Tackled by a whole host of Benton defenders. 2nd down and 8 coming for Grinnell.
Yeah, it looks like Grinnell's going to run with Kinnick Johnson tonight. Kinnick's just a senior or a junior. Only 64 yards on 11 carries last year, 1 touchdown. He's going to be the man to watch for tonight for Grinnell in the backfield. A lot of young players, especially this wide receiver core. Carson Penyich was the only non-senior to catch a pass last year for Grinnell.
Kaufman surveys the defense. 2nd down and 8 now for Grinnell. Just underway here at TT Cranny. Kaufman in the shotgun. Takes it. Snap goes over his head. He has to chase it down and just fall on it and eat it. That's what you're taught to do. Big loss to the Tigers back to the 2-yard line. Just an errant snap that time puts the Tigers back.
You can tell it's week 1, Chris. That was about a week 1 mistake if you've ever seen it. Just a little bit over snap. And we saw that last year. Grinnell had a couple center problems. You just got to pass it on and go about your business. Obviously not something you want to start if you're Grinnell.
Grinnell has a new coach this year, Adam Hadenfeld. Let's see if he's going to roll the dice and go to throw, or if he's going to be conservative, and just do a running play. See what the Tigers do here. Backed up in a 3rd and a very long 3rd and 28. Kaufman going to take the snap from his end zone. Looks over the field, gets his receiver set. And here comes the snap. It is a handoff. No, a fake to handoff, and overthrown his intended target that time, trying to look like Derek Doty. That pass is high and incomplete, and Tigers have to punt.
That's a nice RPO play. Run-pass option. Brady goes with the pass option. A little bit of that slant coming over the left side to the middle for Derek Doty. Doty just not that tall. A little bit of an airmailed pass by Brady Kaufman. Grinnell has to punt in a very tough position here.
Looks like number 87, Ben Kelney, is back to punt for the Tigers, and back deep for the Bobcats is Owen Chumlin. From the back of his end zone, gets a punt out of there. Nice job just to get it away. It's going to bounce out of bounds, drift away, and Benton obviously starts good field position. Let's see where the official marks. It looks like their Tiger, 33-yard line. Great position for the Bobcats, 1st and 10.
And you'll take that. I mean, that's pretty much what Grinnell needed, get it out of the end zone. Now this is a fun offense to watch for Benton. You got Sam Wallace, a senior. He's a really speedy back, was big in track. And then Aiden Gallery did pass a little bit last season, didn't get a ton of time. He was 9 for 17, 98 yards and a touchdown. I'm excited to see what he can do in the backfield for Benton this year.
Aiden Gallery is the quarterback. As Blake says, Sam Wallace the tailback. There's a pitch in around to Wallace, comes around the right side, gets to the edge, but could not get around it. Nice pursuit that time by the Tigers. Did get, actually he may have going to get maybe 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 8.
Sam Wallace, I mean, he is just tough. I mean, he is fast. He's got a great burst of speed on him. Really tough to catch in the open field. Really hard to tackle in the open field. And, not to mention, Benton can also run back there with Carson Bruns. So, should be an interesting backfield for Benton tonight.
Gallery takes a snap. Ball's on the ground. Looks like the Tigers may have it. Let's see. They do. Tigers get the fumble recovery. Tiger ball, 1st and 10.
Both teams already with troubles here early. And we know that's going to happen. These are two very young teams, two inexperienced teams, Willia. Just going to happen. It's going to be right place, right time tonight.
You mentioned it. You can tell us week one. Both teams with an error. Tigers had the errant snap, put them back, and then Benton has a fumble recovered by the Tigers. 1st and 10 Grinnell at their own 30. Just under 10 minutes left to go. First quarter, no score between Grinnell and Benton here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Kaufman gets the snap, hands the ball off up the middle, giving up here to looked like that was Johnson.
Yep, Kennick Johnson on the carry there.
Out across the 32, about the 34-yard line. So pick up a 4, and we'll call it second down and about 6 or 7.
That's a nice inside zone play. I mean, it's possibly a QB keeper if Brady wanted to. I don't know much about Brady's speed, but I'm willing to be surprised with a freshman quarterback like this.
Now Kaufman comes out, second down and 7, and pretty much an empty backfield. Man in motion here to the near side, and he gives the ball off to his ball carrier. That is Matt Mintle around the right side. Ran out of real estate. Good defense by the Benton Bobcats. I saw number 33 Carson Bruns in there on the stop for a short gain.
Bruns 5'11", 175 pounds. Just a junior for Benton. He's going to be a tough linebacker this year and next year for the Bobcats. Benton's got a couple bigger guys here on this roster. They're going to be tough to handle for Grinnell, who doesn't have a ton of size, but keep an eye on that tackle position. Gene Blaylock, he's going to be big. He's on this left tackle position. 3rd
down and 3 for the Tigers at their own 37-yard line. Big 3rd down, even though it's early in the ball game and there's lots of football left. Big 3rd down now for the Tigers. Man in motion away. Kaufman, empty backfield, does it, calls his own number, tries to get through the traffic and maybe fights forward. Going to be short. He got held up by his own blocker, then somebody kind of grabbed him and held him up another step, and going to bring up 4th and short.
On a design QB draw, usually sometimes the tackles will pull. In that case, and it opens up, and if the guards do their duty, boom, you got a nice shape right up the middle. That time, tackles kind of pulled, and a little bit of pressure there by Benton. Nice job.
So Coach Adam Haddonfield not going to roll the dice, sends in the punt team. Ben Kelney to punt. Back deep is Ethan Pfiffner and Owen Chelman. There's a nice punt. Gets it to turn over. Fair catch signaled by Chelman at his own 27 or 8-yard line. So Bobcats get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 27.
That's a good point. I think for both offenses right now, you just had Grinnell puts together 2 very small drives, doesn't really get anywhere. It feels like one of those games where it might just take one big play, and then we know what happens here. But I like what Benton was putting together on the offensive side. Couple counters, different ways. Obviously, I think we'll see who goes to the passing game. Aiden Gallery looked pretty good in pregame.
1st and 10 Bobcats at their own 28-yard line. There's a snap, give over the right side. This time it was to Easton Pfiffner. Check that. Carson Bruns gets out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, correction. 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats.
Bruns had 59 yards, 2 touchdowns on 16 carries last year for Benton. Obviously, Jacob Brecht had the big bulk, 1,397 yards. He's now departed from this Benton squad, so big hole to fill.
Again, handoff in the backfield. A good penetration that time by the right side of the Tigers line. They say penetration destroys a play, and Blake, good example of that. 2 Tigers in the backfield, no gain, actually a loss.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play. Dominic Clayton. Fun fact, all the team players on Grinnell's squad that had sacks last year all came back. So at least that's a big point for Grinnell to look on. That was Dominic Clayton there getting in the backfield. Big play there to read that counter.
So now Benton has a 3rd down and 6 at their own 33. Potentially a passing situation for Gallery. Nope. Yeah, he's going to keep it. Face to give. Looks to go around the right side. Then he is hammered. Somebody met him and gave him a snap. I couldn't see who it was. Number 50 for Grinnell. Gene Blaylock, you mentioned him, and he stopped him right about the 36-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down.
He's tough. I mean, he is just unbelievable. I compare him to almost a Dodge Salzer type build, what Dodge was his senior year. Just very, very good, very athletic.
Cole Blackford back deep to receive the punt for the Tigers. Easton Pfiffner to punt for the Bobcats. Tigers have to be disciplined here on the line. Don't need a jump or an offside to give Benton a 1st down. Awaiting the snap here. It's back. And he little rugby-style run at it. A top spin punt. Fielded nicely by Wallace, but dropped right away. Good coverage by Benton. Even though it was a low kick, Blake, Benton got down there and basically had no room to run.
Those line drives are pretty deadly. And I'm surprised there wasn't a fair catch call, but you're so focused on hanging on to that ball, and you kind of give yourself up. Those players are flying at you. You know, I always talked about when I was in football, I was like, I'd always want to be a kick returner or punt returner. And my coach would always tell me, no, you do not. He's like, you do not want to have these guys running at you at such high speeds. I give credit to Blackford for hanging on there.
1st and 10, Grinnell at their own 35-yard line. 6 minutes left to go first quarter. No score between Grinnell and Benton. Here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Coffin, backfield by himself, turns, face to give, then he throws a slant. Hit as he throws. Defensive end got good pressure. Trying to get the ball out there that time to Carson Penich, a big old tall target. Pass incomplete, 2nd down.
It's about that same RPO play that we saw to Derek Doty. Same exact play, just different side of the field. You know, Penich went on a little slant play, just not enough on it. And that's how, you know, Kaufman get that throw a little bit lower. Might have been a play, but Grinnell's trying to open up the playbook. They're not going to be a run-heavy offense like they were last year.
Good pressure on the play, too, by Benton's Noah Frank from the right defensive end spot. 2nd down and 10 now, Grinnell. Coffin gets the snap, drop back, scrambles out of the pocket, still looking, and then he is going to be hit and sacked. Just nobody there. Number 81, Will Shaw, providing the pressure, and Coffin sacked for a big loss on the play.
That is a freshman quarterback playing in his first ever high school football game right there. That is about what happens. Brady got to get rid of that a little bit quicker. Good presence in the pocket, though. He wanted to make a throw, but you just have to know the difference between, do I want to hang in here or do I want to throw this downfield?
Big loss on the play, 3rd down and 23 now for Grinnell. Again, we'll see what first-year Grinnell Tiger coach Adam Hadenfeld. He's head coach before, but his first year in Grinnell.
Yeah, coming from North Cedar.
See what he dials up here. Coffin again with an empty backfield on 3rd and very long. Coffin gets a snap, does an inside handoff play to the Tigers. With the ball that time is number 24, Kenny Johnson. He gets loose around the corner, still on his feet, out past midfield. And Tigers pick up a 1st down. I don't know if I saw a flag come flying in there or not, so let's see. We may have a face mask as well. Let's see what they call.
Yeah, that was a flag over there on the far side, but you know what? That's our first Edward Jones 1st down of the year, so
how about the
shout out to that.
How about the counter play, Chris? I mean, the whole line went to the left side, and they cut right back. I wouldn't call it a wildcat by any means, but that faked nice push up front by the whole line to push it to the near side. And Kennick Johnson, so talented with his feet, gets a big 1st down for Grinnell.
Yeah, it looked like an inside handoff, you know, a design, you said, a cross play inside. And then to add insult to injury, Bobcats call for the personal foul face mask, which that moves the ball down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Grinnell at the 32. Kaufman, again in shotgun formation. They'll be shotgun most of the year. And Tigers moved. You can see that. One of the interior linemen gave a little flinch. So that'll be a false start against Grinnell. That'll send them back 5 yards, 1st down and 15. First penalty of the ball game. Oh, yeah. Second one on either side.
Yes.
Benton has one and Grinnell has one.
Well, and it's just a minor error. I mean, and when I was watching them warm up a couple hours ago before the game, 3 o'clock or whatever, there were just a couple jumps, you know, just trying to work their plays in. It's going to happen on a first night like this.
So 1st down and 15 for Grinnell. Back at the 37, Coffin gives the ball on the inside handoff again to Kennick Johnson around the right side, but this time good pursuit by the Bobcats, getting out there quickly. Logan Upaw tracked him down. Maybe a gain of about 3, going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
You know, the type of plays they're running here with Brady, I'm really excited to see Brady take off more if he has that speed in him, because if you start running these counters and you start running these delayed handoffs of some sort, it really makes the defense second guess.
Well, math was never my long suit. You can ask my high school math teacher, Mrs. Squire. She will tell you. So I apologize. It was a gain of about 4, so it's 2nd down and 11 for Grinnell from their 34. Kaufman again in the shotgun, as he will be most of the season. Goes back, drops straight back, looking to the right side, throws out a flat. Wide open Tiger receiver. Ball is caught by Tristan Stark and wrapped up by the Benton tackler. And we're going to have a face mask. Sam Wallace made the tackle, but I think he also grabbed the face mask. So we'll have the play, and then looks like potentially could be another 15 yards, Blake.
Grinnell gets a little bit of luck there. That was a really nice play. Nice little dump off to the outside for him. Great play upfield.
Obviously a busted coverage because he came out of the backfield in motion and nobody picked him up. Nobody drifted out to him, and Kaufman spotted him, just put it on him, and let your player make a play. So it would have been it was a 1st down, then they add 15 yards to the end of it.
So that gives us another Edward Jones 1st down.
All right. So that moves the ball down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So Tigers are 1st and 10 at the Benton 12. Deepest penetration by either team thus far. And Tigers in, obviously, scoring position. Kaufman sends Brandon Johnson out wide. Again, Kenny Johnson in the backfield with Kaufman in the shotgun. Oh, high snap. Kaufman bobbles it, gets away from one. Still on the way, tries to throw it, and does complete it.
Did he get anything, though?
Well, even if he gets back to the line of scrimmage, considering the way that play went, that's a good job by both Kaufman and everybody involved. And do we have a penalty here? Let's see. Nope. So I guess you're right. Pass complete, but no gain on the play, so it brings up 2nd down and 10.
Right now, both teams, it's one step forward, a couple steps back. That's kind of what we're looking at here. A couple big penalties here by Benton even gets Grinnell down in this spot that they're currently sitting in, but Grinnell's got to take advantage of this right here.
2 penalties for 30 yards for the Bobcats so far. 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers at the Bobcat 12. Again, Kaufman moves the receiver out. Braden Johnson out wide right. Kaufman back in the shotgun. Gives the ball up to Johnson. Johnson on an inside move. Lowers his shoulder and rams into a Benton tackler. Gets forward another yard down to about the 5. Great run by Johnson on that inside play.
Well, when you got Gene Blaylock and company on the line, that was a nice push up front. I think even Caden Brobst was up in the front there, getting a little bit of a push for Grinnell's offensive line. Creates a nice gap for Kinnick Johnson to run through.
And you mentioned push, Blake. You could see all the white jerseys on that play went about 3 yards back, and that means your line's doing their job. 3rd down and 4 from the 6. Got to get to the 2 for a 1st down. There's a handoff to around the right side, trying to cut inside, but the pursuit got him. No way to cut back. Nice job by Benton to take away the cutback, but Tigers still get it down to about the, looks like maybe the 6-yard line, and that was Johnson once again for a 4th down play coming up here for the Tigers. See what Coach Haddonfeld does here.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call here.
And the Tigers are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. No Score, Tiger Sports, Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, 3rd-generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network was brought to you by Pollyi's Pizza in West Finch Auto Plaza.
All right, 4th down and 4 for Grinnell, and no field goal unit team on. Tigers are going to go for it here. Big play of the game. There's the snap. Going back now to Kaufman. Throws in the end zone and is caught. No, incomplete.
I don't hate the call, though.
No.
I think you have to go for it there. Even if they did fail that. Benton is all the way back down inside the 5, so I don't hate that call by Coach Hadenfeld, and I think Benton, now the pressure's on them to make a play.
Yep, good coverage that time. The receiver was open. The ball was low because Kaufman was rolling out. He was under pressure. But I agree with you, Blake. That's a good call. Shows the team you're willing to do what it takes to win. And, by the way, Benton's pinned back at their own 6, 1st down and 10. Just under 2 minutes left to go here. First quarter, no score between Grinnell and Benton. On the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. There's a snap, handoff over the right side now to Bruns. Bruns gets out across the 5 to maybe about the 9. Good quick burst, and you mentioned it, boy, both those backs that Benton throws at you, Blake, very quick, very fast.
One's quick, one's big. I think that's the big one. You got your first, second, and third, or first, second down backs, and then Bruns is your 3rd down back.
2nd down and 5 now for the Bobcats at their own 11. There's a snap, high snap, handled by the quarterback, and that time he's met right in the hole. There was one Benton blocker, 2 Tiger tacklers, and Tiger tacklers stuffed him for maybe he rolled forward for about a yard. Carrying the ball that time was Bruns again.
This feels like when Iowa beat Penn State 6-4 back in like the early 2000s. It feels like one of those type of games, just low scoring. Seems like early, Chris, I don't know about you, it's definitely got to be one in the trenches.
Yeah, as most games are. There's a third down play, snap around the right side. Going outside is the quarterback. He gets out across the 15. Looks like he has enough for the first down, and he does.
That's a heck of a hit on the far side. I don't know who it was, but Gallery paid for it.
Looked like it was Carson Penich maybe in on the play there. Bobcats going without a huddle here. 1st and 10 Bobcats at the 17. High snap again handled by their Bruns with a carry. Goes right up the middle. They seem to be attacking that left side of the Tiger defense, running on the right side of the Benton line. Getting good push out there. Pick up a quick 5. Out to about the 22, 2nd down and 5.
This is about the best way to stop a defense like this. You just got to outrun them, out-fatigue them.
Here goes Benton again. Gallery around the right side with the keeper. Same play he used to get the first down. This time he gets about 3, and Tiger pursuit there and stayed home. And ball spotted down about the 19. Oh, they did get a first down, so another first down for the Bobcats. So 1st and 10 Benton at their own 28. 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Now we have a flag.
Grinnell jumped, I believe. Yep. Gene Blaylock, I believe, is going to get called on this one. And touched the lineman.
Okay, if you touched it, then it is you can enter the neutral zone, and as long as you get back and don't touch it, or the offensive player doesn't cause them to jump. But
I hate to say it, Chris, but that kind of gives Grinnell a break. You don't want to cause a penalty, but it slows the drive down ever so slightly. I mean, you give up 5 yards, but at least your defense gets a little bit of a break.
So 1st and 5 for the Bobcats. Clock is rolling here, and I think co-coaches Jeff Zittergruen and Cal Goodchild just content to let it run down here. Well, now they're going to line up to snap it. Let's see if they get it off. And they're not going to. That's the end of the first quarter. No score between Benton and Grinnell. High school football on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual.
All right. Well, Blake, kind of an eventful first quarter. Both teams had 2 penalties. Tigers 2 penalties for 10 yards. Benton 2 penalties for 30 yards. Both teams had a fumble. Tigers recovered theirs. Benton lost theirs. And Tigers got down there to the 12-yard line, but Benton defense held. And now Benton has a drive put together. And as you said, now that the first quarter's over, maybe the nerves have settled. They've taken their quote-unquote that first hit, as you hear a lot of players say, and looking for a pretty good ball game here the rest of the way out.
Well, in a game like tonight, I feel like it's going to be definitely one of those things. Maybe even halftime might be the one that the saving grace for some of these players. Just get through the half, and you can come back strong on the second.
1st down and 5 now for Benton. There's a double handoff around the left side. Give that ball carrier out there to Blake Hain. All the way across midfield into Tiger territory, pushed out of bounds around the, looks like the 49-yard line. 1st down carry for the Bobcats.
Hain just absolutely faked the entire Grinnell defense. Went left, everybody went right. Nice fake by Gallery to sell it. Gives Benton a big chunk of yardage here.
Hey guys, we need to give a shout out to our second quarter sponsor, Brent Nickel State Farm. So thank you, Brent, for sponsoring all quarters and all innings all throughout the whole sports season.
1st down and 10 Bobcats just into Tiger territory at the 49-yard line. Gallery back in shotgun, just like Grinnell. Takes the snap, gives the ball over the right side to Bruns, and Bruns breaks through, around the near side. Now he looks to cut back. Bruns still on his feet, steps through a tackle, down to about pushed out inside the 10, down to about the 7. Best run of the night for Bruns. Bobcats in business, 1st and goal.
Just not great tackling by Grinnell right there. That was pretty much what that came down to. Bruns is a strong runner. You're not just going to push him down. And I think a lot of players were giving up at the sideline. They're going to go hurry up.
Again, we saw this in the first quarter. Bobcats switch to the hurry up. There's a handoff. Bruns again over the right side. This time,
going to get a flag.
Defensive end comes flying and makes a tackle, and we do have a flag on the play.
Someone was not set. Might be the wide receiver here on this near side, Jace Byer. Or is it Byer? Byery?
Well, the referee's not looking to make any call here. I thought I saw yellow too, but apparently.
I know the players are throwing their towels, and that could be something.
Yeah, there's no penalty, so I'm not sure. People just kind of stand around. I think the players maybe thought there was a play, but nonetheless, no flag on the play. 2nd down and 6 now. 2nd and goal from the 6 for Benton. Bobcats send a man in motion. Gallery gives the ball off to Bruns. Bruns plows through an arm tackle, plows through another tackle into the end zone for a touchdown. There's that power he talked about, Blake. That time there was Tiger tackle. He just ran right through him.
Yeah, he is. I mean, for Grinnell people, he's a build like Wyatt Hunter. I mean, he's hard to move. He's a bulldozer when he comes right through the lane, and a really nice job by Benton's front 5 to at least get him a hole to go through. Nice job by Benton on that drive.
Well, you know, it's interesting. The Bobcats went to that hurry-up offense. We saw them go huddle up on the first series. After that series, they've gone hurry up, and they've really moved the ball on the Tigers. So defense will have to make an adjustment. Extra point coming out for the Bobcats. It is up. Looks good and is good. 10:59 left to go till halftime. 7-0 Bobcats on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy.
All right, Bobcats draw first blood about 2 minutes into this second quarter, and they lead Grinnell 7-0 on high school football on a beautiful Friday night for football. I can't say that word enough. Not much wind, temperature around 72 right now, and just an absolutely gorgeous night for high school football here at the brand new TT Cranny Field. Bobcats set to kick off. There's a kick, spiraling deep, going to be taken right to 5. Ball dropped by Grinnell, picked up now by the Tigers. And on the return, that time, it's Cole Blackford, and the lost his momentum there, Blake, and Bobcats just swarmed him. Clearly momentum on the side of the Bobcats right now.
I mean, even if the ball was caught, I think it was going to be tough. You know, special teams, in some cases, wins a lot of ball games, and Grinnell's got to block a little bit better there on the kick. If they can figure that out, I think they'll be just fine, but not great when you got to start deep in your own territory.
So Tigers ball, 1st and 10 at their own 10. Brady Kaufman at quarterback for Grinnell. We will be doing all the home football games of the Tigers here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Chris, I think
they call a penalty.
Was there a penalty?
I didn't see the referee.
I don't know. The referee didn't come out, but unless they were pushed that far back. Again, I'm looking through our camera stuff here.
Yep,
so.
They may have been. So it is a penalty. The Tigers are way back deep inside the 10 to about the 6. So Tigers get the ball handed off now to Johnson. And that time the Bobcats had a whole host of people that meet him in the hole. Maybe got a yard on the play.
Well, we were wondering which team would make that big play first, and that's probably the team that gains the confidence. Right now, all momentum, all confidence is on the Bobcat side right now.
I think they lost.
Actually, they give him a loss of a yard, so 2nd down and 11 from the 5. Might have been Jared Andrews on the carry that time. Hard to see the numbers from here. Nonetheless, we do know it is a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for Grinnell. Kaufman in the end zone. Back, looks, being pressured, steps up in the pocket, runs around the right side, has some room. Kaufman's on the loose, gets met up high, out across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. High tackle, but Kaufman gets a first down. Nifty play that time by Kaufman.
If Brady can start doing that, it creates a lot more problems for Benton, because then you got to put a spy on him, and he can't send as many people downfield. I like the call, even though it wasn't a designed run, but good step up by Brady.
Let's take a quick look at our instant replay by Clarity Eye. Nice little jag up the center there by Brady. Kind of a high tackle, but nevertheless, play on.
It's also another Edward Jones first down for Grinnell.
First and 10, Grinnell to 23. Kaufman takes the snap, hands the ball off up the middle. Boy, Tiger player looked like he's going to go somewhere, and then a white shirt. I didn't catch him or met him right in the hole, stood him straight up. Still got about 4 yards on the play. Going to be up second down and 6.
That was the senior Tristan Stark going up the middle with the run, 5'11", 175 pounds.
Looked like number 34, Easton Fiftner, met him right in the hole. Check that, gain of 3. Ball's going to be about the 25 and a half yard line. So we're going to call it second down and 7 for Grinnell. 9 minutes left to go here till halftime. Benton leads Grinnell 7-0. Kaufman takes a snap, gives the ball. Ball's on the ground, and Benton falls on it. Running back never got it. Fumbled by the Tigers, and Benton is in business at about the Tiger 26-yard line.
Looking upfield, forget the ball's in your stomach. I think that's the biggest thing there. If you're looking downfield and you're thinking of your big next cut, you got to make sure that ball's in your gut. I think Brady put it in a perfectly fine spot, just a little bit of miscommunication. Benton gets nice field position here.
And the Tiger defense is going to be tested now. What do we have? Okay, they're waiting for the chain gang to get set. I see. So now the Tiger defense probably going to have to get set for and stop them on 4 plays. This is probably 4 down territory for the Bobcats. Key moments here in this ball game. Bobcats ball, first and 10. He gives the ball over the right side to guess who? It is Bruns again, and he popped up the middle, then somehow popped outside, down inside the 15 to about the 10. Going to be just shy of a first down, I do believe. And, yep, second down and 1 now for the Bobcats.
Nice counter. I mean, just nice carry, nice push up front. And Grinnell plays a couple linemen both ways, so you got to think about fatigue here, Chris. That's one of the big things we're going to have to look at. I mean, they're going no huddle, but it's not an insane hurry up like they were doing earlier.
Yeah, that's interesting. That was working. Now they switched it up. They're just looking to the sideline, not really huddling it up to get the play. All right, second and 1. Here's the snap. Again, the handle. That time, Tiger met him in the backfield, and not even Carson Bruns could break away. That was big number 55. Looked like Oliver Loudon for the Tigers. Met him in the backfield for a loss.
It took him a little bit to go down. Bruns wasn't going to go down easy, but nice job by Oliver hanging on. Staying home. Big third down here.
3rd and 4 now on the loss. Bobcats hurry up. Ball off to Bruns over the right side. Big hole. Close quickly. Let's see. As they say, going to depend on the spot. The side judge coming in, marking it about the 14.
He's about a football length short. They're going to go quick.
Yep. 4th down and less than 1. Bobcats, Tigers trying to get set. Bobcats with the snap. There's a ball to Bush over the left side, and he's going to walk in for the end zone for the touchdown. Everybody was pinched inside, Blake. He just got that little break outside and basically walked in the end zone.
Well, and it's a mind game because you think that thing's going right up the middle. You're thinking QB sneak. We grew up in the state of Iowa. We are taught QB sneaks are the way to go. And Benton just easily sneaks in on that left side. Wide open touchdown.
And Benton's quick huddle caught the Tigers by surprise. They were still trying to get set as the ball was snapped, and everybody shifted over to that left side. And that time the running back for Benton, Bruns, just went back to the left and had an easy touchdown. Extra point up and good. 7:32 left to go to halftime. Bobcats lead Grinnell 14-0 on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours. In buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate and the Dairy Barn.
All right, kickoff by Benton. This time is a short kick. Last one was almost to the goal line. This one was short, taken about the 20 by the Tigers. That was Cole Blackford taking that up, out across the 25 to about the 20. No, across the 30, correction, to the 32-yard line. So good field position, Blake. Plenty of time for the Tigers here. 7:25 left to go to mount something, get something together. Just getting that end zone, I think, will help calm things down.
At this point, I feel like a big play. I don't even know if you need the end zone. Yes, you want the touchdown, but just get something big. You need a big play here if you're Grinnell, because right now Benton, they're walking with some swagger right now going out into the football field.
Coppin again in shotgun, turns, gives the ball a face to give, rolling out, on the move, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he tries to cut back and gets caught by the pursuit. But again, you called it, Blake. If Brady can do that, get that dual threat going, and a good gain, about 8 yards out to the 40, 2nd down and 1 for the Tigers.
That was a really interesting play by Brady. So last year in a bowl game, or in the ACC title game, Kenny Pickett tried one of those wrong football runs, and he tried to slide. He fake slid, kind of backed up, made it look like he was going to slide. Took it for an end zone because everybody thought he was going to slide. They got out of the way. Brady almost did that same thing. I doubt that rule has become a thing in high school like it has in college, but just something to think about.
2nd down and 1, and one of the Tiger players jumped.
Nope, you're going to get a Benton player
defensive.
Jumped up front.
We'll take that 1st down. 3rd penalty of the game for the Bobcats for 35 yards.
That's a Tiger Edward Jones 1st down. All 1st downs brought to you by Edward Jones tonight and all season long.
And we will take that all the time. So, 5-yard penalty, moves the ball out to about the, not about, exactly the 45.5-yard line. Take your pick. We'll go 46 because Grinnell's going that way. We'll give them an extra half yard. So, 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Right now, Chris, if I was Grinnell, let number 7 move. Let Brady move. Get him a couple run plays or something because right now he's what's working for Grinnell.
Tigers fakes the draw. Brady going deep. Has a man out there if he can get to him. Maybe he was held. Let's see. Nope, no flag. Kaufman just overthrew him. Trying to hit number 19 that time. Looked like Grace Kapanzu out there as a wide receiver. Nope, check that. That was Carson Penich, excuse me, on the go route.
Brady has a beautiful ball when it throws. It's not a duck in the air. I mean, that thing just a little bit too long. They start hooking up. I mean, Penich had his man beat, so I'd, tuck that away, come back to it if you need it.
I like the call because it lets the coaches see what the defense is doing, and that play was there. It did just miss connection. All right, 2nd and 10. Coffin gets a snap, and this time Benton gets penetration. There was 3 white jerseys. Almost took the handoff from Coffin that time, Blake. Lost on the play back to the 42.
That's a greatly timed blitz by Benton. That set that up for the Bobcats. Well done by the defense to at least get in there and make a play when it counts. And Grinnell gets pushed back. Tough 3rd and 13 upcoming for the Tigers.
3rd down 13 from their own 43-yard line. Again, Benton up on Grinnell 14-0. Tigers need to get a play here. Potentially could be a key moment in the ballgame because if you don't make it here, you're forced to punt, and then you give the ball back to the Bobcats.
And they get the ball back at halftime, Benton does.
You're right, to start the 3rd quarter. And we have delay a game, I think. It's called by the back judge. It's going to be delayed, so that's going to back the Tigers up 5 more. So it's going to be 3rd down and 18 now for Grinnell.
And once again, I mean, Brady, sophomore, he's learning. He's definitely, that's just on him. He's got to know when to throw that, or he got to know when to get the ball. This whole night, it's a learning experience for him. And, that's just something he'll think about and he'll know for the rest.
Coffin fakes the give, looking. Now he's pressured and sacked. Number 75 for the Bobcats, Brennan Blegan was in there. Coffin had no time to throw. 4th down and a long way back to the 40. And it'll be a punting situation for Grinnell.
Nice contain by Benton to get around on that right side. Gives Kaufman time to think, and then when he thinks and he knows somebody's coming, he's done looking downfield.
Kelney back to punt for the Tigers. Chelman and Pfiffner back deep. Here comes a rush, and he gets the ball off. Top spin or forward spinning ball. Benton, Grinnell watches it bounce. Takes the Tiger roll down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Bobcats will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33 with 4:46 left to go till half.
I think if you're Grinnell, you forced the turnover already, but you gotta get another one. I feel like Benton, this is a big time where they could just step on the gas and go, and the running game's working. I don't think Benton has to go to the air tonight, and I don't think they really have gone to the air, honestly. Just kind of one of those things. Grinnell's got to hunker down here. It's going to come down to that linebacker play and get some pressure on the quarterback. You know, if you force Gallery to make a couple mistakes, you might get something. Benton's pretty disciplined right now.
Well, it makes you wonder if Benton changed up their blocking scheme, because Grinnell was getting penetration early on, but now they have none. Now there's your first pass, and that pass looked like one of my golf wedge shots. It just kind of fluttered and dropped dead. And I know he didn't mean to throw it there, just an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Lucky that he was going upfield. Grinnell did not press up, and that was the big reason. If you're playing zone, that's going to be a catch most of the time. Gallery just missed him. Luckily, it wasn't going backwards. That would have been a fumble for Benton, and a lot of players usually don't know that. So,
also advantageous for the Tigers is that incomplete pass does stop the clock, so Grinnell can save those 2 timeouts. They get a couple more stops here, maybe get the ball back. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bobcats at their own 32. There's a handoff to Bruns over the right side. He pushes through a tackler, steps through another one, gets out to the 40, and just like that, picks up a quick 8 yards. Going to be 2nd down and short.
He's tough to tackle, but he's getting really good lanes to run through. That's pretty much what Bruns is doing right now. Nice job by the guard and the left tackle to be able to create that hole. They got some beef up front, Benton does. Grinnell's going to have to start containing.
Handoff again to Bruns. Oh, that time met in the hole. You can see the helmet snap on that one. And now a quick timeout taken. Well, no, I'm sorry. They stopped it for the first down, I believe. Let's see.
There is a flag on the far side of the field here.
All right. Thank you, Dan Walker and Blake Walker.
And the far referee is going to come in and have a chat here.
So the ball is spotted down at the 42-yard line. So it's right at the first down marker, but let's check the penalty.
I don't know if there was a flag.
Okay, well, no, they're going to illegal substitution on the Grinnell.
Oh,
so,
illegal substitution on. I mean, he was motioning first down. I'm like, why would he be motioning first down?
Which that's hard to do on defense, because I know on offense you can't break the huddle then sub. So I'm not sure what happened there. But nonetheless, Benton has a 1st and 10 at the 45. 4 minutes left to go till half. Gallery gets the snap, fakes the give, throws out on the flat. Wide open is his receiver. That is number 81, Will Shaw. Shaw on a crossing route. We have another flag down.
Illegal man downfield, I want to say.
Yep. Ineligible receiver downfield. One of the big linemen came downfield.
I'd be curious to see that play. We won't be able to get it on replay, but how they got so wide open, I don't know if they were thinking of screen and it was just kind of timed.
I think the player came on this left side and just went down and then cut in front of the linebacker, just kind of got lost in traffic, and then by the time he got to the far side, he had lost his cover person. But all negated by a big penalty, it turns out. Ball pushed back to the 40, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, or 1st and 15 rather, for the Bobcats. They lead 14-0. Gallery with a snap. I know, option. Gallery keeps it around the right side, dropped down hard after about a gain of 3 out to the 43. Couldn't see who that end was, but nice tackle on the play to hold him to a 3-yard gain.
I have no idea. Maybe 79 might have been Ethan Walker. I'm not sure, but that was a tough hit.
Good play by the Tigers there. And Benton content to let the clock run now.
I see no reason why you wouldn't. It's not like you need to get into a high-scoring affair here. I have seen nothing from Grinnell's offense, at least that would concern me if I'm Benton. So
2nd and 12 now for the Bobcats. Gallery turns, throws it out quickly out to his playmaker. That's Cole Black, or correction,
Sam Wallace.
Sam Wallace, there we go. And Wallace reverses field all the way downfield, still on his feet. Now he goes to cut back, as you said, that athleticism. And he's still going. And he breaks loose again and finally tripped up. Oh my goodness. What a run by Benton. 1st down for the Bobcats.
That's Sam Wallace. I mean, that's about one of the hardest runners you will ever see. And when he's running backwards, you're like, oh, that's the number one thing you don't do in football. But I tell you what, it works half the time because the defense is already exhausted.
You can see his athleticism there, just stepping around tackles, making people miss. 1st and 10. Now you bring Mr. Bruns over the right side. He lowers his shoulder, plows over a Tiger tackler, but then is caught by the pursuit inside the 15 to about the 14. So going to be about a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3 coming for the Bobcats.
Oh, and Benton's going to keep hurrying this up against a Grinnell defense that is so gassed right now.
Obviously, Tigers want to keep him out of the end zone. Benton trying to get that last score. There's Bruns over the right side. He cuts back, takes the handoff, and he's in the end zone, I think, for a touchdown. Yes, he is. Wow. You're right, Blake. A lot of tired Tigers there. A couple guys had a shot at him, but as you said, an arm tackle's not going to work. He ran through it, made a nice cutback right about the 5, and then in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that long play really helped them. I mean, not only was that the one that got them downfield, but that tires out the whole defense. And as long as the offense has a little bit of steam still left in the tank, they're going to be fine.
And think about that play. It was a pass out in the flat to one of your better athletes, Sam Wall. Say, all right, here's the ball, go make a play. And he did for about 30 yards. Extra point up and good with 2:23 left to go first half, rather. 21-0 Bobcats on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and the Dairy Barn.
All right, Rotman to kick off. Kaufman and Blackford back to receive. Taken by one of the up backs for the Tigers. Makes the first man miss, gets out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So Tigers with 2:19 left to go till halftime. Blake do have some time to maneuver. They have 2 timeouts. Maybe time to at least get down and get a quick score here, get some momentum back.
I think you got to go for broke pretty much. I think you have to try to go for a touchdown here if you're Grinnell, or just something. I mean, even the big plays, they got to string together a couple offensive first downs so far, and limit the mistakes. Obviously, defense isn't where you want it right now, but don't just go in hoping to get to the locker room. Let's get a point here. Go into the locker room, maybe fix things up, but Benton's playing really well, Chris.
All right, Brady Kaufman lines him up. 1st and 10, Grinnell at their own 33. Kaufman gives the ball off to his up back. That is Kennick Johnson out across the 35 to just about the 40, just across the 40 to about the 41. Nice pickup of about 9 yards, 2nd and 1 Grinnell.
That's all it takes. Just start, chaining together a couple plays. Grinnell's going to run their own hurry up here, see if they can catch Benton off guard.
And on the flip side, if you're Benton, you'll let Grinnell run the ball all they want. Under 2 minutes left to go first half. 2nd and 1 now for Grinnell. Kaufman and shotgun. Ball goes through his hands, over his head. Just has to fall on it. A high snap again. And that pretty much will short circuit most any drive, including this one. We have a timeout, I believe, taken by Benton.
Benton's going to want it.
All right. So we'll take one as well on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza. Also a shout out to our business college sponsors, ASI Signs, Turnkey Realty, Mayflower Community Homes, Kurt's Collision Center, Polley's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, Medicap Pharmacy, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, and Grinnell Firestone. Thank you to all those sponsors.
3rd down and 11 here for the Tigers. Ball at their own 32-yard line. Really just trying to hang on to halftime here. See what Coach Adam Haddonfield dials up. Kaufman again in the shotgun, as he will be all season, with the back offset to his right. Back to pass is Kaufman. Here comes Rush, a screen, lobbed up and over, almost picked off by Benton, but knocked down. Nice coverage that time by Owen Chumlin, and that broke that play up. 4th down for Grinnell.
That's a great play by Benton, not just defensively, but if you're getting that pressure to Brady, he has to lob that thing over, thus giving the linebackers more of a chance to get up and make an interception. You know, it's got to be quick, and Grinnell kind of delayed that screen just a little bit too much. Grinnell catches a big break that it wasn't picked, and Benton took that time out. You get a drop here, you get a minute 30 left at least.
Back in punt formation of the Tigers. Nice punt out of there. Benton's going to let it bounce about the 34, and it kind of bounces back towards the Benton goal line and knocked out of bounds at the 35. So Bobcats, with 2 timeouts left and a minute 32 left on the clock, set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 32.
It's a good punt. He held on to it pretty long. I got kind of worried there, but he was going to go through his progressions.
He had some pressure starting to creep in there, but he did get it off. That's the main thing. And now the Bobcats again, 2 timeouts in a minute 32, which really is a lot of time because you assume they might try to pass and maybe mix in a run or a little short pass or something. So any drop would stop the clock. 1st and 10 now, Bobcats. Gallery takes the ball, gives the ball on the end around to
Wallace.
Guess who? Wallace, their best athlete. Guess what he does? Reverses field. Now he's going down the right sideline. Here he goes. Wallace cuts it back, makes one man miss, and then he's wrapped up. That time, Tristan Stark wraps him up, and again, second time Wallace has tried to come and play to the near side. Didn't like that. Turned around, had the speed and ability to get to the far side and make a big play.
You know, I think it might be something that the coaches will ask him about and maybe get him on a little bit. But the thing is, he's smart. He knows it works. I mean, he's faster than everybody else out on the field. Heck, I'd keep trying it too.
1st and 10 Bobcats. Gallery back to pass, throws a pass short. Caught out of the backfield, one of his up backs. That's Easton Fiffner. Catches a pass, breaks another tackle, and gets a 1st down inside the 25 to about the 24, looks like. Bobcats with less than a minute left to go here, looking to put another score on the board.
Hurry up. Yeah, it's a hurry-up offense. They got 50 seconds here. Plenty of time.
1st and 10 Bobcats at the Tiger 28. Gallery back to pass, rolling out, throws on the run, almost picked. Oh, what? Let's see. Was it picked? Yes, it was. Interception by the Tigers. Diving in, making a great play and a low throw. Young man is down. I can't see the number, but the bottom line is the official ruled it an interception. Bobcats' second turnover.
I believe it was number 14, Logan McDonald, maybe? I cannot be for sure, but
nonetheless, a huge play, Blake, and that, even if the Tigers don't score, that could be the play they can build on to get some momentum for that second half.
Something. I think you had to get something there, and, you know, Gallery just kind of waded through on the run. You know, if you're betting, you don't want to get too full of it, and you just want to kind of move the ball, nothing too fancy. At that point, Grinnell caught him slacking just a little bit. I think, honestly, probably just run this thing out. But
well, now we have a timeout taken by Grinnell. Yep. Well, you know, we'll see. I mean, it's a tough call, I think, as a first-year head coach, because obviously the half hasn't gone your way. 2 turnovers and you're down 21-0. But at the same time, you want to just regroup and just, you know, take a knee, because Benton does have 2 timeouts. I mean, would they call a timeout to stop it? So, you know, maybe you run one play, see what you do. If you don't get much, then you just run it to try to either force Benton to use their timeouts or just run out the clock, get to halftime and go. But if you get a big play or something works, then maybe you can change the playbook up and try to score. It's just a tough call.
It's like when, you know, college coaches, you see it all the time. If they go conservative and your team is down and they just knee it while you're down for halftime, they usually get booed going into the locker room. It's a very tough spot, that's for sure. I think Grinnell takes one shot here, and I think if it doesn't connect, you take a long pass here. If it doesn't connect, then you just run it out to halftime. Benton only has 2 timeouts left, so they can't even take you down all the way, but
I agree with you. I think we're going to do one shot, see what we get. Oh, bobble snap by Kaufman. Then he fakes the give, goes around the right side. Not much there. Out to about the 26-yard line.
I really can't tell, Chris, if that was designed or what. It definitely looked like a miss handoff, and Brady just did the best with it. But
yeah, the snap was bobbled, so yeah, I couldn't tell if it was, like you said, a design RPO play action or if he just missed the handoff and took off with it. 17 seconds now, Tigers, maybe time for one more play here. There's another low snap. Ball's on the ground, but Tigers alertly fall on it. And I think now it's pretty safe to say they'll just let the clock run out.
Yeah, got to get rid of the mistakes. I think that's the biggest thing we learned from this first half, and got a lot to talk about in the locker room. But Grinnell was up big in this game last year, and Benton came back, almost won the thing. So it's definitely not over, but Grinnell's got some work to do.
21-0. Tigers staring down a big deficit at halftime on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Third generation owner of Pollyeyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you, everything is made from scratch and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyeyesgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyeyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Low Tiger Nation, Skip Lowe with North Risk Partners, Bernie Loan Associates. So glad you could join us for this game and this little timeout. You know, the undeniable truth is the world is shifting, and I would say for the better. Please come join me. We'd love to find the captured capital within your benefit plans, within any insurance that you provide to yourself or your family members. Go Tigers, go Grinnell, let's win together.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com.
Question: why did you decide to run for House?
Not the first time I've been asked that, but a good question. Why did I decide to run for the House? A long time ago, like many of us in Poweshiek County, I took a Poweshiek leadership program. We had a chance to be at Des Moines at the Capitol, and I really enjoyed thinking about both sides of an issue. That's really where it started. We were talking about a gas tax for electrical vehicles, and really wanted to think of it on both sides of the aisle, and really come to a compromise and come to the middle. So after I had a little taste of that, I was kind of excited, but there's a lot more than just, that sounds like a great opportunity to give back to the state. What do I do? Met with some people in the county. How do we do this? And then it was actually the current minority leader of the House, Jennifer Confirst, who's the one who had several conversations with me and really encouraged me to run, but to run twice. So ran in 2020 and then running again today, this year. And then the other thing was definitely chaired a lot of school bond issues over the past because I really believe in public schools. And I really didn't feel like they were structured fairly for our rural school districts, so wanted to be a voice, especially if someone's really seen from the other side of that, of how unfair it is to especially our farmers when we talk about new facilities for our schools.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit Polley'sGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polly's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, ASI Signs, Medicap Pharmacy, Sarah Smith the House, and the Dairy Barn. And also a shout out again to all those business card sponsors down in your bottom right hand corner: ASI Signs, Turnkey Realty, Mayflower Community Homes, Kurt's Collision Center, Polly's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, Medicap Pharmacy, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, and Grinnell Firestone. And also a special shout out to Kurt's Collision Center for sponsoring our scoreboard all season long on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
I gotta give a shout out to you, because you're working hard over here. Every time I look over here, it's like you're working a spaceship. Just
well, Tuesday night was the stress night of the first volleyball game of the year, and tonight's the first stress night of first football game of the year. So those little things are kind of, we work out the bugs, and unfortunately we only have 3 more football games.
That one more thing before we get talking. Yeah, that is true. Only 3 more home games. A couple people are asking why we don't show the band. It is simply a copyright thing, and when they are on the field, if we are talking, obviously we're talking over it. We do apologize, but we cannot play the band's music simply because of YouTube copyright. Trust me, we would. I was a theater person. I was a choir person in high school. I didn't ever play band, but I sure did love the band. I had friends in the band. We'd love to show them if we could. We just cannot. Same thing for the national anthem. Just want to get that out there. We'll always get asked about it. But, Chris, go ahead. What do you got?
Before you jump in, Chris, one more thing as we're looking at that beautiful Tiger head right down there on the field. This thing has been a work of effort by the Tiger Football Club in collaboration with the athletic department, Chris Kaufman, to raise the money to actually put this field in. Also, you know, kind of a shout out when this whole thing works. It's not done yet. We still have more funds that we need to be collected. So if you're a Tiger alumni, a Tiger fan that want to contribute to that, this year we have dedicated our Venmo account to everything goes to the football turf renovation. The next step of this is, now that the football field's done, we go into renovation so we actually could have visitors' restrooms over here. We'll move the ticket booth into a new area so everything comes right through one section and really just kind of beautify this whole entrance coming into TT Carani Field. And it kind of, I want to say, it supports what the name TT Carani means. It is, you know, it's a tribute to a great man that was in the school system, and, you know, we just kind of want to make it a lot better than it was. And like I said, the turf was one part of it. Roughly, you know, we're shooting for over $1 million to complete the whole project. So again, hit that TigerSportsLivestreamNetwork.com down there in the corner, and you'll see right on that homepage there's a place where you can donate either via PayPal or Venmo. We'd love to take those funds, and that goes all 100% directly to the Tiger Football Club. Now, Chris.
All right. Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, actually, just my quick 2 cents worth. You know, I've been to a lot of turf fields in high school and everything, and I've seen the grass, and I am a fan of grass, but ever having to look at this field, I walked on it before in pregame. Absolutely spectacularly beautiful field. So there we go. So that's my 2 cents. All right, halftime here. Tigers down 21-0. Benton will get the ball to start the second half. And Blake, in reviewing the second half while we were in break there, I was making some notes. By the way, number 33, Carlson Bruns for the Bobcats, 13 carries, 125 yards, all 3 Bobcat touchdowns. So my thing is, the very first series, as we talked about, Benton was huddling up. After that series, they went to hurry up, completely changed the tone, pace, and everything else about this game. Grinnell was on their heels, never recovered, and, you know, a quarter and a half later, Bobcats walk in the locker with a 3-touchdown lead. So I guess if you're the Grinnell Tigers and you coach Adam Hattenfeld, you have a very young team. You just got kicked around. So, you're going to see what you're made of, and I'm sure he's challenging and said, look, yes, it's an uphill battle. Yes, you're frustrated. Yes, things aren't going right. We've had snaps and penalties and false starts and all this and that. But you know what? We're a team. We got to stay together. So you have to decide, are you going to lay down and let Benton roll over you? Or are you going to fight and scratch and compete and play your best and just see what happens?
Oh, week one's tough, right? I mean, that's how it's always been. And, the craziest thing about week one is there's no film. I mean, there is no film. And if anything, this was probably a harder game to, prepare for Benton than it was Grinnell, just because barely anybody on this Grinnell team now played last year. But you don't know what they're going to do. And Grinnell probably prepared all week for a no huddle type offense. And Benton comes out like that, and that's a big difference. So I think if you're Benton, you just keep doing what you're doing. Grinnell cannot stop it right now. At least they've shown no flashes of it. And, I think for Grinnell, Brady just has to be the key. I think it's a QB keeper type game. They're shutting down the run every time you get it. You're just going to have to get Brady out there to make some plays. It's only 21-0. I mean, if you get a stop here on this first drive, you can play more with it. Grinnell has a lot of stuff out in front of them, and they're taking their time coming in. Now they're finally coming back onto the field, but this is a huge second half.
I think as a coach coming out of it, your depression level is not being depressed because the first thing you say is, they had one half, they scored 21 points. We got a half that's left. If they did 21 points, we could do 21 points, and one mistake puts us over that hill. So I think there's a lot of pluses that could come out of there. It just depends if that motivation was put across the way it should have been.
And the Tigers spent a lot of the halftime talking about that no huddle and figuring out how to stop or at least slow down Mr. Bruns. But then just when you think he may have the ball, they do a play action, throw it out to their athlete, Sam Wallace, and all he did was he ran for 41 yards. We're told of that long reverse play on the pass catch, which was just like a pass out in the flat. And then on the end around, he ran for another 35 yards. So he has almost 70 yards in just 2 plays. And real tough combination. But again, Tigers have a chance to make a statement right here, as you said, Blake. Benton gets the ball. They have the momentum. They have the lead. If Tigers can get that stop, that can pivot the whole game, especially then if they get the stop and go right back down to score, then suddenly we got ourselves a brand new ball game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just something to think about going forward, that's for sure. A couple updates from around the state. Obviously, WAMAC going to be Grinnell's conference next year. You got 2 WAMAC teams going at it. Wahlert Catholic leads West Delaware 17-14 at the half. Newton was on top of Knoxville 32-7. Norwalk on top of Pella 22-16. 32-7 for Newton. Washington on top of Burlington 14-6. Fort Madison on top of Keokuk 13-7. And that's about it for scores around the area. Pella Christian up over Des Moines Christian 28-7. Nevada over Boone 21-0. And that pretty much does it on your score updates so far.
And I know we're on high school football, but tomorrow college football starts. The Big Ten battle starts at Nebraska. Visits Northwestern for an interesting ball game. And then, of course, it starts to notice with all teams having play next weekend. And pro football, about a week or 2 away still. One last preseason game left, and then they kick it off on Thursday, September 4th. And then their season starts on September 11th. So it is officially fall with football in full swing. Teams are still warming up here. We're at halftime. Benton leads Grinnell 21-0. We'll take this break for our sponsors. And we will tell you are watching Grinnell Tiger football on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including
All right, second half underway here. Tigers kick off, taken by Wallace at about the 15-yard line. Again, showing that explosive speed. Seems like Blake, he can go from 0 to full speed in about 2 steps out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Or correction, 31-yard line. First and 10, Bobcats.
He's a track runner. Can you tell? My goodness, heck of a speed. You know, for Benton here, I think you just keep doing what you were doing. I think you just keep running the hurry up. I've seen nothing that makes me think that Benton's offense has had any problems of any sort. Obviously that turnover in the beginning, but Benton looks good here.
Gallery, missed play that time. The first little mistake we saw, Gallery got the snap, turned to his left, nobody home, then he turns back around and is popped by a Tiger defender. Good play for the Tigers, not so much for Benton, loss on the play.
That's got to be the worst feeling ever for a quarterback. You turn to your left, oh, there's nobody there. And then by that time, Grinnell's defense luckily was in the backfield there. Nice job by Grinnell to at least jump on the opportunity.
Loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. Second down 14 now for the Bobcats. And interesting, they're not going to the hurry up. I know they want to milk the clock and this and that, but
usually if it's a loss of yardage, some teams will just say no.
All right, there's a snap. Give to Bruns over the left side, and nice tackle that time. Get it from the bottom of the pile that time for the Tigers, number 87. And that is Ben Kelney. Wrapped Bruns up at the ankles, which where you got to tackle a guy like that, take his wheels away. Gets out to back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up now third down and 10 for the Bobcats.
Could use a stop here if you're Grinnell. Got to force Benton to punt. Got to force him to make a couple mistakes. Benton's going to be chewing this clock the entire second half, but got to take these opportunities right here if you're Grinnell.
So, needless to say, a very key play, key moment in this ball game. Third and 10, Bobcats. Wallace in motion. Killing looks, throws out in the flat to Bruns. Has Bruns on an out route, and he's going to be pushed out short of the first down. Going to be pushed out of bounds about 2 yards shy at about the 37, 8-yard line. Going to be bring up fourth down and now 2, and he sends a punting unit on.
I tell you what, Gallery looked like he was looking downfield and checked that thing short. That was a Josh Allen, Stafford, Mahomes type no-look pass. Fooled me. I thought he was going deep. Decided to dump it off down to Bruns. Grinnell gets a big stop, Chris.
He had Wallace going deep. Could have maybe thrown it up, but took the safe play, the check down, and Benton will punt it away. Third punt of the game for the Bobcats. There's a punt away again. Thompson, nice punt over the Tiger player's head. Going to bounce, and does it get the end zone? Yes, it does.
I don't even think you could be mad about that. That was a heck of a kick.
Well, he kicks it that rugby style with that forward spin and top spin if it was a rounded ball, but it hits, and 90% of the time it's going to keep rolling forward, and that's what it did. Tigers catch a break, goes into the end zone for the touchback. Tiger ball, first and 10 at their 20. 10:23 left to go here, third quarter. 21-0, Benton on top of Grinnell. Here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube, Chris Juni alongside Dan Walker and Blake Walker. Glad to have you with us on this absolutely gorgeous Friday night for high school football.
It looks like they possibly want to air it out here.
Coffin takes the snap, gives the ball up the middle. Nice inside trap play that time, and that was Kenneth Johnson. Went through a big hole there, Blake, and good burst and good push for the Tigers.
See, that's what you're supposed to think. They're going to go wide and go for a pass. They spread everybody out. It fooled me. I thought, well, I guess we're going to the air. Nice job by the lineman pushing up front. Fatigue might be the biggest thing that this team has to face this year, honestly. If the fatigue's strong, Grinnell's front five isn't too bad. But you got to keep this moving. It's 2nd and 1 here. Got to grab an Edward Jones first down if you're Grinnell.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Coffin back. 3 backs behind him, 2 on either side, 1 behind him. Turns, takes a snap, and turns, gives the ball off up the middle, out across the 30 to about the 34. Should be a Tiger first down. It is. So it's Edward Jones first down.
There you go. You got it.
Hey, I got it.
Hey. That's a good, just counter up the middle. I mean, Grinnell just has to keep doing that. I don't even know if you want to go to the air, honestly. It's just kind of one of those pitch and catch games. I've seen Grinnell win games not even passing the ball, so I don't know. This is an interesting spot here for Haydenfeld. You really could use a touchdown here.
Yep, the thing is, you're down 3 scores, so time may become a factor. But, yeah, they're running the ball. Good early burst here. A good series for the Tigers, both defensively and offensively. 1st and 10, Grinnell now at their own 33. Coffin moving people around. Shifts Johnson back to behind him. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap, turns, gives the ball to Johnson. Johnson looks, tries to cut back inside, and the right defensive end for Benton stayed home. Benton with the hole. Johnson maybe plowed forward for a couple out to the 35. Short gain, 2nd down.
That was a nice job by the tackle for Benton, at least pulling back, recognizing the hole that they were going through. Benton's linebackers have been pretty decent and pretty disciplined tonight, staying home at least. Something to keep an eye out as we go throughout the night. But if you're Grinnell, just keep pushing. You can't give up. Don't need many mistakes, that's for sure.
All right, 2nd down and 7 now for Grinnell at their own 36. Coffin in shotgun, high snap, corrals it down, the ball's on the ground. Miscommunication again between him and Kinnick Johnson. Ball popped down and Benton fell on it. And just when the Tigers had some momentum, something going a little bit, they turned the ball over. Bobcats in great shape in Tiger territory at the 37.
So that time Grinnell got a little too fancy for their own good. I don't even think Brady was looking at Kinnick when he was going for the pass or going for the handoff, and he just assumed, hey, he's going to take it. You got to take it. You got to look at your man.
Gallery turns, gives the ball to guess who? Bruns. Bruns now gets over the right side. Good pursuit by the Tiger linebacker that time.
We're going to get a false start here on Benton.
All right. So that play is negated. Normally on a procedure play like that, when they roll their arms, that's illegal procedure. Normally they blow the play dead. But nonetheless, that play did not count. They take the ball back from the previous spot, so it's 1st and 15 now. Ball at the Tiger 42. 21-0, Benton on top of Grinnell. This time Grinnell jumps, but they got back, and then Benton jumps, so nope, they're going to call offside Grinnell. Okay. I think that might have been the rule where when the Tiger player jumped, he did get back, but that caused the Benton player to jump, so that's a penalty.
That's always a tough one. And the defense will always complain about it because they'll be like, what do you mean? I got him to jump. Well, you can't really – it's kind of like imitating the snap. You really can't. You got to at least let the offense do some work.
So we're back to 1st and 10. There's Bruns over the left side this time. Boy, he runs hard. He runs upright, but, man, he runs hard. Left side, good play, good tackle, or rather contact in the point in the hole. I'll figure out what I'm saying. Just give me a minute. Sorry about that. Good contact, the point of attack. Gain of 6, 2nd out of 4. Benton down there, hurry up. Again, Bruns. No, Gallery keeps it over the left side. Got a flag coming in. Going to have a hold, I think. Looks like one of the Benton linemen maybe tackled a Tiger player going for Gallery.
That's a big break on that backside. Gallery hasn't taken it himself a ton tonight, but when he has, it's been pretty effective. Grinnell catches a break.
Normally the official makes a call first, a preliminary call, but yeah, it is a hold against the Bobcats. I thought I saw a lineman he was running, the next thing you know, he's on the ground, then a Benton player got up, so that's a penalty from the spot of the foul, actually.
So it almost takes away Grinnell's offsides.
It does. So the result of all that, 3 penalties in 4 plays, so that's 2nd down and 11 now for the Bobcats. Ball at the Tiger 38. So here we go, Gallery. In shotgun, turns, gives the ball. They'll face to give to Bruns, and this time, great penetration that time by the Tigers. Guess who? Mr. Blaylock come for a visit.
That's about what he does. He had about, I think, almost 3 sacks last season. That's exactly what Gene likes to do. He likes to get in there. He's going to tackle the guy if he's got his hands on him. And now a huge 3rd and long. Grinnell has to stop this. If I bet in this 4-down territory, I don't care if I'm up 21-0 or whatever. The way your offense is played, you might as well.
I can see that. The ever-dangerous Sam Wallace comes out here split wide to the near side.
If I'm a Grinnell linebacker, you stay home. I don't think, even when he's on the field, that's probably what they were told, stay home. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go up top.
They are looking. There's a throw out. Get it out to your playmaker. Let him make a play. He shakes one tackler, tries to cut back. This time the pursuit got him, but he did pick up a Benton 1st down. There again, a little simple out pattern, simple football solution. Get the ball to your playmakers. Let them do what they do.
You can't leave him out on an island. I mean, you're not going to double team him because he comes in and out so often. But, yeah, you can't be left out on an island there if you're Grinnell.
First and 10 Bobcats, big third down conversion. Now you bring Mr. Bruns back on the handoff over the right side. This time, before he could get rolling, good pursuit down line. A down lineman went down the line and made the tackle for a short gain on the play. Again, Benton going to that quick hurry up. Pick up a 4, second down and 6. 6:24 left to go third quarter. There's Bruns over the left side this time, and he was met by Tiger in the hole, but the Tiger tried to tackle him high. And as we have talked about, you cannot do that. He plows through that, gets another couple yards, and he stopped just short of the first down, brings up a 3rd down and 2. Again, Benton's pulling out that hurry up, and why not? As we talked about, Tigers haven't stopped it all game. Again, fake to give to Bruns. This time you bring Wallace on the end around, and Wallace gets hit in the hole, but again, another ball on the turf. Let's see who got it. Fumble on the play. I believe Grinnell has it, and they do.
Well,
wow.
That's the pros and cons of Sam Wallace being shifty. You can move as much as you want to move, and that's awesome, and he's a great athlete. But you start moving, those hands start moving around. I mean, my dad knows you start seeing a line or a wider or a running back like that. That's a lineman's dream. Just stick a hand in there, punch it out. Grinnell takes advantage.
Well, every ball carrier, whether you're a receiver or running back, you're taught to tuck the ball high and tight. And when you get moving like that, you get your arm up, it gets it away from the body, and that's that hole. Punch loose. Tigers catch a break.
It was punch loose. That thing went flying out of the pile.
So Tigers set up shop, 1st and 10 at the 11. Coffin gives the ball on the handoff. That time to Johnson. Looked like that play was going to go. The hole was there, but then it quickly closed by Benton. Maybe picked up a couple. Maybe one, so 2nd down and 9.
We've seen that inside zone play. I think it's been Grinnell's favorite play all night long. That's about what they've used all night long, and Benton sniffed it out. I mean, they have that push up front. Grinnell's not fooling anyone by any means.
So 2nd down and 9 for Grinnell. They trail 21-0. 5 minutes left to go here, third quarter. On the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Coffin gets a snap. Drops straight back, looking. Throws down the near side, throwing deep. It's a one-on-one coverage, and ball is coming out of his hands a little bit rough. Trying to hit Penich. Back in coverage that time was Isaiah Williamson. At 5'9", Penich is 6'4", so he had a height mismatch, but Coffin looked like just maybe didn't get quite the grip, and the ball came out fluttering, and it's 3rd down.
And that ball's way out, and I know Penich was probably frustrated, but he almost pushed. I mean, he's lucky he didn't get called on something because he kind of laid a little bit of a late push. Luckily, it wasn't too much, but you got to be careful there. You can't let the frustration get to you.
And you see what Coffin was trying to do. Penich had the outside edge, and there was about 5 yards between him and the sideline, so he's trying to throw it over his shoulder where the 5'9" D-back couldn't do anything, but the ball just didn't get there. Now we have officials timeout, Tigers. 5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Benton leads Grinnell 21-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza. And also for those who missed out that on halftime where we're talking about the turf renovation, the Venmo account for that is at Tigers SLN -2020, and that throws those dollars for the entry renovations into TT Cranny that we still need to finish up on. So if you'd like to make a donation, again, make it through us. Put turf field renovations as your memo. We'll take Venmo account or PayPal. So check either out at thetigersln.com.
All right, big play for the Tigers. 3rd down and 9 deep in their own territory. Coffin back. He fakes the give and fakes the pass. This gives it off on an inside handoff. I believe it was Johnson on the carry. Gets out to about the 15, short of the first down.
I really don't know what I just saw. Did Brady fake,
Brady.
Oh, it was a delayed handoff, then he threw it.
He gave an inside handoff on the inside, and then he went back like he was going to throw.
I thought he pulled a Statue of Liberty out from inside the 5. I was like, that's a call.
Yep. And the Benton fans doing the wave. Why not? You're up 21-0. Might as well. There's a snap, and the punt is away. Kind of a wobbly punt. Going to be short, and they let it bounce. Takes a Benton Bobcat bounce at the 40. Bounces back to the 38. And Bobcats all Bobcats right now. Good shape, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 38-yard line.
I mean, Benton, if it wasn't for the fumble, they'd probably be up 28-0 right now. And I think they know that. They know their offense is better, and they know that this game could probably be bigger than it is. Just got to stop limiting or stop causing these turnovers. But I got to give credit to Grinnell. They're not backing down by any means.
I would say we'll still see the hurry-up offense from the Bobcats. There's the handoff to Bruns, and for the first time in a long time, I won't say all night, he's been stopped before, but first time in quite a while, Blake, Tigers got penetration, met him in the backfield, couldn't shake loose, and lost on the play.
That's a great gang tackle by Grinnell. That was the first time we've seen all those guys get up on the line and actually go for the ball. Great job by Grinnell. Also, not a loss of yardage, but a small gain. Benton doesn't want to go hurry up.
Yep, they're going to take their time now. And why not? It's in the opponent's end zone, or rather half of the field, as they're at the Tiger 38. 2nd down and 8 now. You're right. There was a 2-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, I think they gave him forward progress, and then they took him backwards. So
Gallery, that was a nice play. Gallery took the shotgun snap, but you had Sam Wallace, the athlete, go in front. Almost looked like he was going to take. He kind of faked like he was going to take the snap. Went to Gallery, and then he handed off to Bruns, and that time again, Tigers, 2 straight plays, getting penetration, stopping Bruns for short gains.
2 of the best defensive plays of the night. Circle this one on your huddle recap when you're looking back at it this week if you're Grinnell. 2 very good defensive plays by the Tigers.
And need I say, just when the Tigers need it, obviously cannot afford to let Benton get any type of score here, field goal, touchdown, or otherwise. 3rd down and 7 now. And like you said, I'm guessing, too, even if Benton gets stopped, it's 4-down territory for the Bobcats. But before that, 3rd and 7. Gallery turns, fakes the give to Bruns, rolling out to the near side, looking. Now he tucks it and keeps it, goes upfield, gets down inside the 25 to the 23, and he does pick up the 1st down. So, as we talked about at halftime, just when you worry about Bruns, you think, I'm going to get Bruns, all of a sudden, Gallery fakes it to him, and he either throws it to Wallace, or in this case, uses his own athletic ability.
He's a speedy guy. I wouldn't be surprised if Benton puts more plays in for him next week. I think that, that's a really solid look for Benton. He can run. They have so much speed in the backfield.
And a very effective 3-headed monster, if you will. You got Bruns, speed and power. You got Wallace, athletic ability and speed, and then Gallery showing his stuff too. This time Gallery faces the Bruns and around that time and going down the near sideline, cutting back in the end zone for a touchdown. That is number 24 for the Bobcats. That's Blake Hain. They fake the ball to Bruns, do an inside handoff. And just like that, Bobcats get that score.
That was a great play. Nice little reverse. Had Grinnell fooled. Really nice job by Benton. Nice job just getting downfield. They're changing up the plays, not staying too consistent or not staying too repetitive. It's giving Benton a great shot tonight, and they're playing well.
Officially or unofficially, we'll call that about a 33-yard run. Extra point coming up here. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 2:20 left to go, 3rd quarter. Benton increases their lead. They lead Grinnell 28-0 on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and Grinnell Mutual.
All Bobcats so far, they lead Grinnell 28-0. Tigers looking for something, anything to get a spark here. As Benton sets to kick off. Carson Pennis and Cole Blackford back deep. There's a kickoff. Heading over to the sideline and taken by Blackford. He loses the ball as he's running with it. And he has to turn the fall on about the 15, 12-yard line. And I hate to say it, Blake, but that kind of typifies the night for the Tigers. He lost the ball and that happens. I mean, ask Iowa fans about Brad Banks and the fumble. Sometimes the ball just gets loose. It's unfortunate, and just kind of been one of those nights for the Tigers so far.
I don't know. That was kind of I don't know if he was trying to maybe juke some guys in front of him. But, yeah, it just slipped out of his hands. And, yeah, that kind of tells you how the night's going for Grinnell. It's only 28-0. It feels like it could be a lot more. But I got to give credit to Grinnell's defense at least for forcing a couple turnovers. Got to get this offense going. I think they just need one big play. Give them something to base upon looking forward.
And there's a handoff that time. Coffin takes the ball, gives a handoff. That was Kellen Harder, looked like.
That's Tristan Stark.
Tristan Stark out across the 25 to almost a 30. Good enough for a Tiger first down.
That's our sponsored by Edward Jones. Stop in and see Mark and Paul Copeland.
Edward Jones is all over the state.
First and 10 now for the Tigers. 2 minutes left to go, third quarter. Benton leads Grinnell 28-0. First and 10, Grinnell at their own 30. Maybe that'll be a spark to get the Tigers going. Kaufman, penance out here on the near side. Kaufman takes a snap, turns, gives the ball again to Stark. He tries the middle this time. Good surge. He was met right at the line, but managed to squirm out of a tackle and get a couple yards.
Yeah, a nice little shift up in the hole. I mean, I know Grinnell wants to score, and they want to score badly, but if these 3-yard gains are working, you might as well just keep hitting at him, and maybe you'll break one free here.
And that's a good way to describe that, Blake, a shift, because he did kind of like almost do a little jump cut to get away from that one tackle and picked up those couple of yards. So pick up a 4, second down and 6 now for the Tigers. Ball at the 34-yard line. Kaufman looks over the defense, looks over his offense, and now is ready. Gets a snap, turns, gives the ball to Stark again, over the right side again, or left side. This time, just as you can see, he was just ready to kick that gear in, and then some backer got in pursuit and stopped him for a short gain.
I almost ran into his own lineman even, too, when he was headed upfield. Awareness is key. I think that's one of the biggest things in a running back position. We were so blessed with watching Wyatt Hunter for so many years that his vision, his line, everything that he did was so good. It's just something that's hard to replicate, and these guys are young. You don't expect that out of these young guys, but something to think about going forward for Grinnell.
Brandon Johnson splits here to the near side. Key third down play with 30 seconds. A 3rd and 3, very makeable third down for the Tigers. Got to almost make this to have any chance here. Kaufman turns, gets a snap. This time, handoff up the middle. Nice burst, nice block at the point of attack. Tigers out across the 45 to the 48. Tiger first down.
Am I crazy to think that was the best hole we've seen all night? I mean, that thing opened wide open. Grinnell was able to get through. If you're going to see holes like that, Grinnell could be in a good shape, but that was a really nice push. That's another Edward Jones first down.
That hole was so big I could have ran through that, and I have a bad knee, so that's how big that hole was. Ball spotted down at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, Grinnell, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Tigers got a little bit of a thing going here. We'll see if they can continue it as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. 28-0 Benton on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate. Stop in and see Kevin and Darcy for all your insurance and real estate needs.
Ready to start the fourth quarter here at a brand newly fielded TT Craney Field. Bleachers are the same, but the field, if you haven't noticed yet, it's different. It's a turf field now. And as we've talked about, a lot of people put a lot of effort and time and funds and work and everything into making this happen. And it is absolutely worth it. Just a beautiful facility on a beautiful night for high school football. Not so beautiful if you're a Tiger fan. You're down 28-0. Bobcat fans are loving it. And now Tigers have 12 minutes to try to get something put together as they have 1st and 10 now at their own 44. Good drive going. Coffin fakes the give, turns and throws the ball through the hands, threw it high to Braden Johnson, who was open out there. Blake looked like a missed assignment again. He just kind of snuck out there and turned and stopped. Coffin overthrew him just a bit, second down 10.
Got to make those catches. That's one of the biggest things for Grinnell. And, when it comes to Grinnell setting up the offense in the first half, we had to see a couple timeouts by Grinnell. They only got 2 left here in this quarter if it comes down to it. All timeouts, by the way, tonight are brought to you by Edward Jones. So just wanted to bring that up for us.
All right, Coffin takes the snap, this time a handoff, and that play you could just see just didn't develop well. A lot of hesitation. The lineman didn't have it set, and it just didn't develop well, and nowhere for Johnson to go. Loss in the play back to the, well, no, check that. They did give him forward progress out to the 45, so it's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 9 for the Tigers at their own 45.
I don't think Grinnell's completed a pass tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
We can check that. I think they had one.
Might have been one.
1 or 2, but in any event, 3rd and 9 now for Grinnell. Obviously need to make this. Coffin bobbles the snap again. This time gets position, throws out in the flat, has a receiver, but he drops it. Johnson had the ball, but he was bobbling it as he turned, and fortunately they didn't call that a catch and fumble. It was a drop, and he brings up 4th down and 9. Let's see what Coach Adam Hadenfeld does here. When you're down 4 scores, I don't see the punting unit coming on or anybody, so it looks like the Tigers may go for this.
That was a big hit. That was a really big hit.
That's the other point. Even had he caught it and hung on, he would have been stopped for, it would have been, instead of 4th and 9, maybe 4th and 5 or 6. But nonetheless, Tigers going for it here on 4th down, so this could be, in effect, the ball game. Now we have a timeout taken by Benton. We'll take one as well. 28-0, Benton with the lead on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy. Also, give a shout out to these business card sponsors. I need to start right off the bat. Clarity Eye Care. Clarity Eye Care is not on there. I forgot to slide, so shout out to Scott and Kara. They are running down there in the bottom corner. ASI Signs, Turnkey Realty, Mayflower Community Homes, Kurtz Collision Center, Pollyeyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, Medicap Pharmacy, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, and Grinnell Firestone.
4th and 9 now. Kaufman gets a snap, back to pass, throwing out there in the flat, throws it up, and Penich makes the catch. Wow, in traffic between 2 Bobcat defenders. I think that was Penich out there. Yes, it was. Carson Penich from Kaufman completes it for a huge 4th down conversion.
I had to do it. I mean, if anyone's going to make a catch, it's going to be him. That's another Edward Jones 1st down for Grinnell. Definitely something that Grinnell needed. Needed a big play like that. Now you just got to keep going.
1st and 10 now. Tigers into Bobcat territory at the 42-yard line. 10:47 left to go in the ball game. Kaufman takes a snap, turns, gives the ball off to Kinnick Johnson on an inside handoff. Johnson squirts outside. He was kind of lost in the pile there. They broke free from that, broke to the outside, made a good gain down the far sideline, inside the 30 to about the 29 or so.
And that is
Tigers.
another
Edward Jones 1st down.
Hey!
I was just going to get to that. So
looks like Johnson's down on the sideline too, so I don't know if he cramped up right when he rolled over on the side there, but
we'll see if they take an injury timeout. Yeah, because he's not fully off. So they'll take a quick injury timeout.
Yeah, they're looking. When they extend the leg up straight and try to get that, probably the hamstring.
I don't think we want to go to break because it's probably going to be pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, they just stop play while they get him off there. Make sure he's out of the way. They have to be behind the line.
We're going to go ahead and give that Edward Jones timeout because I missed it like 4 times in the first half. So
we'll take it there.
All right.
A couple more updates for you around the state, if I can find them. Norwalk leads Pella 37-14. Pella is not the team that we've known this year. Obviously 28-0 here. And I guess in Iowa City, it is 23-19. Liberty leads.
Is that at Norwalk or at Pella?
That is at Pella.
Ooh, hopefully it's not the curse of the new turf.
Yeah. All right. 1st and 10 now. Tigers at the Bobcat 29-yard line. Looks like Johnson just had a cramp there. So hopefully he will be up and around and back in. I see him on the sideline trying to stretch out his hamstrings. And we're still, I thought we heard a ready for play whistle, but we haven't yet. Not sure what the holdup is. Both teams are ready, and the official is looking at the Grinnell sideline for some reason.
He's still down on the sideline.
Okay, that's why. All
yeah,
right.
So they're good. If you can see on the far side, I'm not going to zoom in because I'd have to zoom all the way out. They're trying to pull him back from the sideline because he's still injured, and they wanted to get it moving.
All right, there's a turn, a handoff to Stark. Stark quickly up the middle. Nice quick burst of speed by Tristan Stark, hard running inside the 35 to about the, or 25 rather, to about the 22-yard line. Nice pickup on first down.
We get about 8.
7, second down and 3 looks like. 10 minutes left to go, a little over 10 minutes left to go here in the ballgame. Benton leads Grinnell 28-0 on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube. Kaufman takes a snap, bobbles it again. This time calls his own number, met right away. Boy, he took a pop from somebody. Got down to about the 25, and that was it. Benton got good penetration there. Again, we've seen a lot of bobble snaps tonight or high snaps, and again, one of those first game things we've talked about. And not much gain on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Obviously 4-down territory if you're the Tigers. No matter what happens here, you're going to go for it. You got to try to get something on the board as this ball game winds down. Because next week, you go play just the #1 ranked team in the state, Harlan, at their place. Tigers, Coffin fakes the give to Stark. Throws, has a player in the end zone, just overthrows his receiver. Trying to hit Pettis, but we have a penalty on the field. Let's see. I think I saw a flag.
I want to think maybe it's roughing the passer, but nope, it's an illegal man downfield.
So Benton, well, let's see. They are going to move him back. That's That's interesting because, that's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. So Tigers will get the down over 3rd down, but now it's going to be 3rd and about 14 or 15. So interesting call there by the Benton coaches. Benton has co-head coaches. Jeff Zittergruen runs the offense, and Cal Goodchild, longtime coach. He was the sole head coach for years, then he retired. And they called him back out of retirement. Now he runs the defense as co-head coach with Jeff Zittergruen. 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers at the 29-yard line. Kaufman, again, takes a step. This time gives a Stark. He hesitates, then makes a quick burst. I tell you, he made that burst, and once he saw his hole, he planted and cut and got upfield as best he could. Didn't get much out of it, but sets up a 3rd down and 10 for Grinnell. Or correction, 4th down play now coming.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory. Don't think.
No question they'll go for it.
Yeah, got to go for it.
So 4th and 8 now for Grinnell at the Bobcat 27-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Now we have a top of the play timeout for Benton.
Take an Edward Jones timeout.
And we tell you 28-0. Benton with the lead on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by the Dairy Barn. And also that timeout was, as we said earlier, is brought to you by Edward Jones. Stop in and see Mark and Paul Copeland.
I tell you what, it has cooled off a little bit. The breeze has definitely picked up significantly than what it was at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, there has been no wind until now. Now the flags across the field on top of the Tiger home bleachers are kind of blowing out. Looks like wind is out of the east. So 4th down and 8 for the Tigers here. Our next broadcast on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network next Tuesday from Grinnell Gymnasium, and volleyball takes the stage as the Tigers Open Little Hawkeye Conference play hosting the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Coffin back, looking, and sacked. Just ran out of time, Blake. You know, you have to have that clock in your head you're talking about, and he was trying to look and wait for a receiver to clear, just wasn't there. Big sack, Benton takes over.
Well, and Benton knows. I mean, Brady's making his first varsity start as a sophomore. Yeah, blitz him. I mean, see what he does. Make him stand in the pocket, make a throw. good call by Benton. Brady just couldn't get rid of it, and Bobcats take back the ball.
So first down and 10 Benton now at their own 36-yard line. 8.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. As you said, Tigers next week travel to number 1 ranked Harlan, who incidentally lost last night to Council Bluffs. There's a quick pass from Gallery out to, I believe that is number 34. That's Easton Pfiffner. Not too bad. A running back is in his own right, out across midfield into Tiger territory at the 49-yard line for a Bobcat first down. Edward Jones first down.
That's a good play. Even better even better play by Sam Wallace to make the block up front to give way for Pfiffner. Nice job by Benton's offense. Starting to spread it around. When you got a lead like this, you can start testing stuff a little bit, prepare for next week.
Yep, you want to put some things out there and work on executing. Gallery, that was a definite RPO. The back had it for the longest time. Then he pulls it out, throws it out to guess who? Sam Wallace doing what he does, making people miss, going downfield. Now we got a Tiger lineman down. And he's not, even the Benton player, it's a cramp, looks like maybe. The Benton player is trying to, I don't know if it's a knee or what. But the Benton players turn right away to the Tiger sideline.
You know, shout out to, I don't know who number 33 is, but that's when you got a cramp like that, there's nothing better than getting your toe rolled back quickly. And that was a very nice gesture on the Benton community.
Carson Bruns is running over Grinnell defenders all night long. He's beating us up in the running game. But when a Grinnell lineman goes down, he says, you know what? No, I'll help you stretch out if you need some help.
A lot to be said for sportsmanship, in this day and age of the flashiness and everything. Good sportsmanship is, I don't want to say becoming a lost art, but there's, less and less of it, and so that's really good to see by that Benton player. As you said, Tigers, nothing gets easier for them. Now, Harlan probably will not be ranked number 1 next week, Blake. The Tigers going to face them, but
I think they will be ranked number 1. Personally,
okay.
I think because he lost to a 4A number 1. I think that, and they played so close, I still think Harlan, after watching Harlan last night, there's definitely no 3A team beating them.
You said Solon. Are they playing tonight?
Solon is playing West Liberty, but I just think Harlan's number 1. You can't take him away. Benton plays CPU next week, Center Point Urbana. Nice WAMAC conference game. Speaking of the WAMAC Conference, we will always bring it up because it's big news. Next year, Grinnell joins the WAMAC Conference. These two will become regular foes and play each other 2 times a year in other sports. We'll see if they get put back in the same, or if they play each other in football. May or may not. Again, this is a non-district game, so we just kind of see what happens. But if anything, Chris, these two probably might end up in a district together, honestly. So just something to think about going forward. Always love playing Benton in anything. Girls basketball, obviously. Benton beat Grinnell to get to the state tournament, so it's not a rivalry, but it's definitely a really friendly, fun competition between these two schools.
If it's not a rivalry, it's very close. It's right on the cusp of being a rivalry. Injured Tiger that time was Gene Blaylock, and he's still having trouble getting, he can't even put any weight on that ankle, so hopefully it's just a cramp. Of course, we're not going to begin to speculate from here, but hopefully the young man will be okay. And Bobcats take over 1st and 10 at the Tiger 28-yard line. Clock moving now, just over 8 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Benton leads Grinnell 28-0. Gallery at quarterback done a fine job running the offense tonight. Takes a snap, turns, gives the ball off to guess who? Bruns. And just like all night, met in the backfield, but he uses his strength and twisting and turning, powered ahead. Maybe he's got a yard out of it, so pretty good defense by the Tigers. But again, what's that called? Yak, yards after contact.
Yeah. I'd
like to know that stat for tonight because he's going to have a bunch of those. He had 125 yards at halftime, and I'd like to know how many of those yards were yards after contact. I'd say quite a few.
Yeah, yards after catch, yards after contact. Just great fighting by Benton so far, and they're just kind of standing here on the sideline. They're looking at the clock. They know that they just want to take this thing down. If Benton scores a touchdown here and gets a field goal, continuous clock becomes a thing. But, Benton just has earned this time here that they have so far.
There's a handoff up the middle, and there he goes, stepping through tackles again. Guess who? Mr. Bruns, his 4th touchdown on the night from 28 yards out. That'll put a nice bow on this ball game. Benton, they can already sense it, up 34-0. If they, as Blake said, if they kick the extra point, make it 35, it will be a continuous clock situation going forward. And again, what do? The Tigers, they knew it was coming. It was a good inside trap play. The hole was there, and Bruns just ran right through it, broke one tackle, and went the distance.
If he stays healthy, he's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Reminds me of Marcus Beatty from Independence last year. Benton fans know that name well. yeah, he's a great running back. Should be fun to watch. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for this next Grinnell Drive.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza.
All right, 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. Tigers staring down 35-0 deficit. You know, looking back on this game when the coaches watched the film, you know, there were moments, Blake, as you said. But again, I go back to that after that first drive when Benton went normal offense, by normal meaning how they huddled up after every play. The next time they got the ball, they went to a hurry-up offense and a healthy dose of Mr. Carson Bruns. He's only a junior, by the way, running back for the Bobcats. Completely changed the tone of the game. Tigers have had no answer all night long. And then they've had some bobble snaps, missed snaps, some missed plays, some missed opportunities, drop passes. And it just adds up to a long, frustrating night for the Tigers and the Tiger fans as you're hoping to, get a christening victory at TT Cranny, but it just didn't happen. All right, Bobcats set to kick off. There's a kickoff up high and taken about the 10-yard line by the Tigers. That is Cole Blackford. Blackford tries to go to the left side, and pursuit catches up to him, gets out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Tigers will set up shop, 1st and 10. That ball's down at the 24-yard line. I see quite a few new jerseys in on defense for the Bobcats. Coaches Zittergruen and Goodchild letting their backups get some time. Why not? You're up 35-0. As you said, it is now a continuous clock situation. The clock will only stop for a timeout or if there's an injury on the field. Tiger ball, 1st and 10, throwing 24. Coffin takes a step, gives the ball. Stark up the middle, running, makes a nice cutback, gets out across the 25 to about the 28. Nice pickup on 1st down for Grinnell. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Well, and you talk about Benton's secondaries, a couple secondaries getting some reps. Much deserved. I mean, they have played very well tonight. Grinnell just inexperienced, pretty young. Definitely some things they can clean up, but Benton has played really good football tonight. They're going to be tough out this year. Not going to say they're going to go almost unbeaten in the regular season like they did last year, but they are going to be a tough, sneaky team here for the rest of their schedule. Center pointer Banner better be ready next week.
There's a handoff up the middle. Good run. Hard run by the Tigers. Met very hard at the 35-yard line. You can hear the pop and see it right there. And the Tiger player got another yard out of that, but the result is a Tiger 1st down. Edward Jones 1st down for Grinnell Tigers at the 36-yard line. So 5.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Grinnell trying to put something together, get some type of score, something on the board. Carson Penich, the 6'3 wideout, comes out here to the near side. Kaufman's got quarterback duties all night long. Takes a step, turns, throws it over down to Penich. He catches ball, tries a stiff arm, breaks the loose, one tackle, gets out near midfield about the 48. Nice tackle that time by number 21, Logan Upaw. Looks like Carson may have had some room to run there, but Upaw stops him just short of the 1st down, going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
It's a nice little check down pass. It's just simple. I don't think Grinnell has to take big shots. You're down like you are. The clock's going down. If this is Grinnell's last play of the drive, you might as well just work on your offense, get some things straightened out, prepare for next week, even though it's going to be a very tough task next week.
Yeah, long road trip over to Western Iowa to play Harlan. There's a handoff, this time with the ball number 33. That's Jared Andrews. Gets the ball out to midfield, good enough for a Tiger 1st down. Edward Jones sponsored Tiger 1st down there. So a couple 1st downs on this drive, and Tigers got a little bit of momentum going here.
Yeah, it's definitely a positive. It's a positive on any case that Grinnell just wants to keep moving the ball. Benton's got their 2nd teamers in, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you still got to help that offense out, get them rolling a little bit, get some confidence going into next week, or at least into the practice week after a tough night tonight.
Well, I know the Tiger coaches don't care if it's the 1st team or the 5th team in there. They want to see their players execute, and Tigers are doing that. And there's another drop that time. You can see it. Coffin's pass intended out there on the far side. You can see the young Tiger player turn to go upfield before he caught it. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
That's going to be one of those things. Practice this week could be definitely, let's be in the moment. And not just be in the moment in terms of, when you're playing, or just thinking of beyond. Be in the moment. Don't think about going upfield. Make that first task. I know it's tough and you want to get upfield, but, it's the little things that go a long way, and Grinnell's offense could start there. 2nd
down and 10 now for the Tigers. Coffin the handoff. Up the middle to Stark, and he got just across the line of scrimmage and met right away, pushed back, driven back. Nice play that time by the Benton players. Well, they give him forward progress inside Benton territory to the 48. So it's going to be a gain of 2, 3rd down and 8 coming. One, to piggyback off that, Blake, at this point for the Tigers, you're looking again for execution. You're looking for things to work on. And, again, you want, as coaching staff and players, you haven't played well. They know that, but they want to try to finish strong. There's a pass by Kaufman, a little bit out in front of Penich, just off his hand, falls incomplete. 4th down coming. I would suspect they're going to go for it.
A little high on a couple throws tonight by Brady, and that's one of the big things. They're just been a little high. It's not like they've been over shots, only on deep shots, and even the best quarterbacks in the state are making those issues or making those problems. But I think Brady can really learn from this week, and he's going to be better. He's going to start completing touchdown passes this year. Just got to figure some things out.
Kaufman gets a snap on 4th down, looking, throws out in the flat, and again off the hands of his intended receiver. Pass falls incomplete. Out there to Will Burkhead, looked like he's trying to hit. Incomplete pass, turns the ball over. Bobcats take over. To piggyback on what you were saying, I mean, these players are smart players. The coach can say, fellas, we didn't play really good tonight, did we? No, coach, we didn't. They know that. They know they have things to clean up, things to work on. And as you said, practice will be very interesting. Sometimes it's one of those nights, it just didn't go your way. A lot of mistakes, a lot of things, and if and that. You flush it, you move on, because, again, you're heading west next week to take on a very tough Harlan club. And the ball just got kicked. Yeah, okay, now they're running to respot. I was like, yeah, there's a flag, too. That's what I thought. I think they're going to call illegal substitution on Benton here. A lot happened on that play. The ball was kicked inadvertently by one of the Benton players.
Well,
and then a player left the field after breaking the huddle. You can't do that.
Benton's ready to go home. We got coaches halfway on the field. Their coordinators just ran past us. They're going down on the field, so they're ready to wrap this thing up. They're probably just – I don't think they'll take a knee by any means, but ready to go home.
Brendan Hain in a quarterback, and he does the RPO, and he went down the line, kept the ball in the running back's stomach, and then he reads that, and he can either release it and the running back takes it, or he pulls it out and takes it himself, which he did on that play. Tigers got good penetration, broke through the line of scrimmage for a big loss in a play of 6, back to the 42, brings up 2nd down 16. As we come up on 1 minute left to go here in the ball game, Benton going to get the win here, spoil the debut of the new TT Craney Field, as they lead at 35-0.
Hope there's no fights over on the left side of the field in student sections. Both student sections are waiting by the entrance to see their team go.
And there's a handoff, and up the field is Wyatt Ritter. Connect, running back, cuts back against the grain. Check that, that's Blaine Hain. Blaine Hain gets the ball from his brother Brendan Hain. Rumbles down inside the 15 for a Bobcat 1st down.
See if Benton wants to score this. Nope, they're just saying, let's end it. Benton's head coach says, we're not going to run the score up, and they'll take their victory. Good sportsmanship there by Benton. Chris, this is a...
that's where it starts, by the way. Yep. You saw that from Bruns earlier. It starts with the coaching staff enforcing that good sportsmanship. So, nice job. Benton got a good, well-earned win. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead with your point.
Yeah, just one of those games. I give so much credit to Benton. This is a really well-coached staff. They're going to be fun to watch this year. Do we want to take a break, or are we going to – we'll just kind of wrap it up. But, no, Benton played great. Great team, great, tough, physical team. They don't have to take the air a lot. And if they add a passing game, dang, I'd say they're going to be pretty good. Credit to Sam Wallace. Credit to that entire offensive line, gallery, everybody. Great job by Bruns. Benton played a really good game. And for Grinnell going forward, I think, you can take some positives away from tonight. The running game showed flashes. I think, got to hang on to that football. I think that's the biggest thing. Turnovers were definitely a big difference in tonight's game. But, happy for Benton. Big win for them. They get to start their season off with the win. I know they wanted this game after last year. And Grinnell just got to keep your head up and go about it next week. Very tough game against Harlan, but can't go into it negative. Got to go in positive.
All right, very good. That'll wrap up our coverage here from TT Craney Field. Glad you're with us on this Friday night. Again, our next broadcast on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network next Tuesday night as we go inside the gym for volleyball as the Tigers open Little Hawkeye Conference play hosting the ever-tough Dallas Center Grimes Mustang. For Blake Walker and Dan Walker, I'm Chris Juni on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next Tuesday from Tiger Gym on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.